today we want to take you right into Family Focus, and today we want to talk to you about check your blind spot. Check your blind spot. I want to tell you a little story. When I was a little boy growing up, my mother decided she was going to get her driver's license. So she got her driver's license, and then one neighbor says, you know, I cannot drive. I need help to go to the hospital. I need help to go to the doctor's appointment. Why not drive for me? So my mom said, sure. She would get paid, and I'm in the back seat with this gentleman, and she would take him to his appointment. On one occasion, she's driving down the road, and she hit a box cart. Anybody know what a box cart is? Yeah, you're shaking your head. So it's like a box with 4 wheels. They used to use the ball bearings from the trucks. And we as little kids will sit on it, and we will just go down the hill. There's no brakes, so you just go down the hill, and whenever it stops, it stops. So this young man was pulling his water, and she bounced the guy's box cart, smashed it up, stopped the car, came out of the car, and told him he was wrong. She was angry, the boy was angry, everybody was angry, but the problem is she did not check her blind spot. Lesson learned, whenever she's driving down the road, she will always remember, check your blind spot. What is your blind spot? Well, in relationship, a lot of times, husbands and wives don't check their blind spot. They don't take things into consideration until things go really bad. And there is a saying, you don't miss the water until the well runs dry. You know, Pastor Randy shared earlier, when you're a couple, you notice each other, but after time goes by, you kind of forget. We don't see the issues until the issues pop up. When the kids are into drugs, the kids are coming home late, they're not doing their chores, they're misbehaving. It's like, oh, we have a problem child here. The problem didn't start overnight. Or your husband is out late, or your wife is out late, and things are disruptive until problems comes on the surface. Those things does not happen overnight. It takes time. When we miss the blind spot, we miss what's happening in the family. So we have some tips for you.
With the blind spot as well, what happens is, not that we just don't check it, is like we ignore it, or we kind of see it, but we don't want to see it, so we put it aside. Like, for example, if your husband maybe is not communicating with you as well, you just say, oh, things are going to change, things will get better. Or maybe your child is spending a lot of time in their room and not communicating a lot. All things will change, and we put it under the rug. And I see a lot of families that do that. But we need to address things as they come. Instead of that snowballing and all of a sudden you get blindsided. That's another side of it. Because all of a sudden it hits you. But if we address things one at a time, when we see it coming, that's when we're going to see results in our family life. But we have some tips for you. Number 1, check and adjust your emotional mirrors. Find your blind spots and the area that you cannot see. So that's just what I was saying. Notice what those are. Number 2, observe what's on your blind spot and address it if it needs to address. So take that time, even if it's 5 minutes, to say, hey, what's going on? You know, or let's go for coffee, or let's do something and change the atmosphere a little bit. Number 3, learn from your past to create an alert for your future. So we all learn from our mistakes. Am I in agreement with me? Amen. We learn from our mistakes, but when we learn from our mistakes, it helps us to alert us for our future, for future things that come up.